Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, and today I wanted to share with you my Ulta haul. Now, one of my more recent videos, I went through and showed you my massive cart from Ulta, and I did purchase 90% of that. I ended up spending $150 because two things I did not purchase. So that goes to show you that most of the things I did get, but there were two things super expensive. One was out of stock and one I wanted to just wait on. It was skincare. And that was the Drunk Elephant acid serum, and then the Natasha Denona berry face palette was out of stock. It's back in now, so I might still be purchasing it. But until then, I wanted to show you what I did get and play with as much of the stuff that I got in this one video. I will say I have used a couple of these things already, so this might be a first impression for some pieces and second or third impressions for others, and I will let you know those as well. Really need to dye my eyebrows. I just finished watching, putting my CeraVe lotion on. I just finished watching the last episode of True Detective, Night Country. Cried a little bit. Man, that's, if you like true crime, mystery, drama, it's just amazing acting, amazing stories. And this one, it hadn't been out in a while. I think this is season 4. They're all amazing. Season 1 is the best. But honestly, this one is rivaling the first season for me. I love when they put a little bit of fantasy, magical mystery into a story where you don't know everything completely and you get to kind of make up your mind about that. Some people hate that. I happen to love it. So anyway, if you haven't watched it, highly recommend. Plus Jodie Foster is amazing. I also just watched her movie Naiad. Whoa, so good. I think she was nominated or won an award for that as well. Okay, so let's see here. I have the face product. I was gonna buy the light, and then I saw how light it was, and this has been sold out everywhere. So I ended up getting it at Ulta, and then I saw it at Walmart for $5 less, and I was so mad at myself, but you know, I got the point, so whatever. Ended up getting light medium, and this is the Covergirl Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence. And it's got 0.5% of bakuchiol, which is basically a form of retinol. It's got the little spheres in there that encapsulate the retinol. I still kind of feel like it might be a tiny bit light, and I've used it twice already, and I don't know if it's because of the concealer I'm using as well, but I feel like I'm gonna start with 1 pump instead of 2. I've been using the 2 pumps, and it's almost too much, which is weird because this is super light. Here's what I love about this so far. Do you see how it might even still be a little too light for me? Let me know down below, but I think it's still a little too light. I think I can actually go medium, which kind of sucks because we have a lot of first time drivers here in this neighborhood. Or are they casing out the place? I do have an issue with this because they don't have like 30 shades. I'll double check, but in store it looked like maybe 8 to 10 max. And they have a fair, then they have a light, and then this is the light medium, and this is still a little light for me. So that means that the medium is better for me, which is shade 4. And we're already halfway through the shade, so that is kind of annoying to me because that means that if you are of a darker skin tone, there's probably not a color for you unless they skip a bunch. So here's what I love about this. I have super oily skin, and this dries down. So like most tints, really light serum-y tints don't dry down on my skin because I am so overly oily. But this, you know, there's a tiny bit of tackiness, but it's not greasy. Like, I'll show you what it looks like on my hand. I don't know how. I'm gonna do like a little half a pump on there. I mean, it really makes such a difference with such little product. Like the smoothness and the color the color, what am I trying to say? Color balancing is just awesome. We'll focus. I just think I need a darker color, honestly. And I way like this better. That's right. That's what I said. I like this much better with the one pump. I feel like there's not a lot of light in here, and I have my blinds open. So I do have, I think I want to get the medium of this next time. I'm gonna go ahead and use it all up. I don't think I need to purchase another one now. It is expensive. I mean, even $16 for this at Walmart, that's a lot. Drugstore prices have gone up, obviously. But I really do like it. Like the feel on my skin, it literally feels like I have nothing on, and a lot of the skin tints I have still feel like that. So the second thing I want to try is I went ahead and got the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer that everybody and their mama talked about last year, and I didn't know until like 2 weeks ago. So this brand does beautiful shade ranges for their face stuff. Here's the problem. I could be like 3 of these tones, and I tried these on. This is another one where I picked something online based off of what I normally would get, and then I look in person and it's nothing like what I would need. So this is almost a perfect match for my skin, which is awesome. But I do like to have it a tiny bit brighter under the eye. So this is gonna be interesting because the face serum-y stuff is a little too light, and this might be exact color or a little darker. I don't mind keeping this one. I'm not going to return it, but I do think that I might want to get a second color. This is very expensive. This is $30. I have RN3. Oh, RN3. Yeah. Rosy Neutral 3, something like that. I think I'm going to go back and get the N2 just to brighten up. It's so weird because I tried this in store and it looked great. So you guys let me know what you think here. I do love the formula so far. It is full coverage for sure, for me anyway. And I love the doe foot with the little point. It gets perfectly into the inner corner there. And it's really soft. So I'm gonna do this, and then I might have to add like a lighter color in, because I do feel like it blends really nicely. But because it is more full coverage, if it's not the exact color I want, I don't know, you guys know what I'm trying to say. All right, we're gonna start by using the Love is the Foundation brush by It Cosmetics. Anytime you use a brush, it's gonna really keep the coverage there. You know, once you use a sponge, it takes some of the coverage away. So pick and choose there. So on camera, it doesn't look bad. You guys let me know what you think. I usually let this sit a little bit, but because this is a little bit more full coverage, I don't know that I need to do that. I let my more serum-y, lightweight concealers do that so they get a little tacky. I would say you could definitely build this concealer up as well to be even more full coverage. I went pretty light on it, but I do think it's darker than the rest of my face. Let me know what you guys think. I'm loving the formula though, like really, really, really loving the formula. I got a couple of powders. One, I picked up the wrong shade, honestly, because I was told that by one of my favorite YouTubers, Emily Noel, that the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder, pressed powder, is a very similar formula to the Kosas Cloud set. I got translucent. She was saying to get fair, and it would be the same color as what I have here, which is airy. But I like the translucent, so I might use a combo of this. And then I also went ahead and got the the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in light pink. It's really not that pink at all, which I appreciate because I'm so much more fair that anything with too much pink in it to me is a little too pink, honestly. Okay, so I'm gonna use my little powder puff here. People are using these powder puffs again. This is literally what they taught us to do in makeup school, so it's not anything new to me. I just haven't used it in a while. I just think it makes it darker. Like it makes So we'll use the Halo Glow. Like, I like the formula of it, don't get me wrong, but like the color to me is a little too dark. I like my eyes to look a little brightened. All right, and then I'm gonna use that Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in Translucent on the other eye. And we'll see how that goes. I don't know, can we see? Let's go up a little bit. I can't really tell. I'm kind of blind. We'll test that out though. I mean, they're definitely different formulas, but I feel like I like the brighter look. If you have a little bit darker skin tone, I think you would like the pink, even though it's super, super light and it should work for me. I don't think I'm a pink under the eye girl for powder. I just like a brighter look, I think. All right, and then we'll go back and powder some more parts of the face, but you can see that I have not powdered my whole face and it is not oily whatsoever. I'm really, really, really loving that CoverGirl stuff. And what I find really interesting is that there's a wide range of YouTubers out there that really love this. I mean, like, super oily people, super dry people, older people, younger people, everyone is raving about this, and I think for good reason. Same thing for the Natasha Denona concealer. Like, all skin types have really raved about this, and so I think so far that's true to form, you know what I mean? Like, this is pretty spectacular, and this is the third time I've used it. I have had a lot of issue. I've actually gotten oilier as I've gotten older, and I've had a lot of issue with, like, doesn't matter what powder I set it with, I'm getting breakup of the concealer underneath. I'm getting like mascara stuff underneath, and I was not having that problem recently. I've even stopped using mascara on my bottom lashes, and it's still becoming a problem. So I'm really excited to see if this kind of helps that out. All right, I got 2 of these Essence Pure Nude Baked Blushes. The light one, both of the colors, honestly, when you swatch these, they do not seem like they're gonna be super pigmented. So I have, these are baked blushes and they are shimmery. Pink Flush 02. But I want you to see what this looks like. It doesn't look like much, but once you see it on the skin, you're gonna be like, okay. Because originally I got 08 in Berry Cheeks. I did not realize how pigmented this was going to be once you put it on the skin. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this one because it's gonna be sheer and then it's gonna, no, nope, I cannot wear this on my skin. It is way too dark. But you can see the difference in the two. This one looks absolutely stunning on my skin. I'm actually gonna use this as a topper today because, like I said, I've used a few of these multiple times. This is one I've used probably 5 or 6 times already. I got this a while back, like right after I did that Ulta video, and stunning color, like one of the best color blushes, and it kind of reminds me of a Hourglass blush that I love. However, it does not stay on the skin very long for me personally, and so I was very disappointed about that because the color and the formula is stunning. So I'm going to use it on top of something else today and see if it will last a little bit longer. And I have a couple of blushes to try underneath. We might go ahead and do like 3 just to try some stuff out. I have one of the e.l.f. cream blushes in Dusty Rose. This is really, really beautiful color, like a really beautiful color, but this also doesn't stay long term. So I was even trying this with this on top, not lasting but a few hours for me, which was very disappointing. And it could be because I'm getting much oilier that it's just, like, these formulas are just not gonna work for me, but they are gorgeous. So we'll see what kind of order we want to do this in. I went ahead and also got I did not get one of the Juvia's Place cream blushes, and I definitely want to try those next, but I got the Duo powder, and I got it in number 5. This is way too dark for me. I haven't even put it on my skin yet. I'm like literally still taking it out of the package. This is insane. It's not gonna be for me. but I want it anyway because it's so stinking stunning. It literally looks like candy to me. How beautiful is that? So all of her stuff is super pigmented, and for good reason, right? For those darker skin tones. So that's these two swatched out. So they're gonna be more like this. So I'm thinking to kind of very, very lightly put this on the skin and then that light pink on top. I'm probably not gonna use this today because I wanna see if the layering on top of this was part of the problem. But I will swatch it to show you guys because it is stunning. And it's so affordable, like can't go wrong. It's the Camo Liquid Blush by e.l.f. Again in the rose color. Doe Foot. I mean, it is really a gorgeous, gorgeous color. That color right there. So it's not that I don't recommend them, but probably better for combo to dry skin. Super oily skin, I can't get it to stay. So we'll see. All right, so we're gonna use this bottom color here. Oh, I'm scared. I know that really bright blush centric makeup looks, big pink blush is going out, slowly going out, but like when you look at what's out there on the market right now, there's still a ton of blush happening. So I'm gonna tone this down with a little bit of powder, and then we'll add that Essence baked blush on top, because this is a very matte blush and I do tend to like a more glowy look on the cheek. We're gonna do just a little bit of a eye drape there. I'm mostly excited to see how long this wears on the oily skin because it's so beautiful. Might be something that I wouldn't mind picking up for my kit. All right, so we are going to take that Maybelline Fit Me powder and we're going to do a little bit of powdering in the oily areas, and then we'll blend it in with this blush and kind of tone it down a little bit. I'm gonna do all this and then I'm gonna work at home / go to the gym. So we're gonna do full glam for work and Kung Fu day, no big deal. All right, and then I'm going to take just a flat brush here. I think what's hard about the more pigmented blushes is to get it to not be patchy, because we're trying to have such a light touch. Might be a little bit more difficult. I mean, I like the color. I like the color a lot, but let's just make sure it's not patchy. I mean, it was my choice to buy this knowing that it was going to be harder to use on my light skin, you know? All right. I also got the Shape Tape Cloud Coverage, and I got this little one. It was like 15 to 20 bucks for this little sample. That's insane. So I'll use this in another, like, get ready with me or something. What else did I get? I got a re-up on my mascaras, Lash Paradise and CoverGirl Lash Blast. I got the re-up on my Andalou Glycolic Mask, the Pumpkin Honey. Love it. Love, 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 love it. And then I picked up something else, guys. I picked up gosh darn Emily Noel. Ugh. It's what I do at the beginning of every year. I get obsessed about makeup again and start watching all the things. She recommended the Hard Candy. Do you remember when Hard Candy was in Sephora? Hard Candy liners that stay, that are really, really long wearing. They are called Hard Candy Eyeshadow Maker Shimmer Liner things. Anyway, she said they don't budge. So I have one in Pony, which reminds me a little bit of Rockstar by Urban Decay. It's definitely a shimmery shadow. And then I got Cold Brew, which reminds me of whiskey, I think, from Urban Decay. Oh my gosh, my watch was on. So that's the more brown one and the more taupe one. So I'm probably gonna use the more brown one today because I used the other one. It was hard to tell because it was a weird day. It was hard to tell if this was really staying on or not. But we're gonna try this. We're gonna do mascara and then I'm gonna put in that final blush. Oh, I also got the lip oil from Milani. I got one color and I am loving it. So we're gonna do like a little lip stain with some of that oil on top and then it'll finish out the look. I also got a brow thing. Where did that go? I used it once, so we're gonna see how I like it again second time. The Essence Thick and Wow Fixing Brow Mascara, so we gotta use that. All right, so we're gonna use the liner and then some mascara. I don't know how my lids could get any oilier. But wow, is that color gorgeous. That is literally, it might even be a dupe. Let me see, I'm gonna have to see if I have that color in my arsenal still. I like a real smudgy look when I just do liner. I'm not trying to make this like, oh shoot, like some super technical thing, you know? All right, let's just mesh that in a little bit and buff it. Sucks because I have such hooded lids that until it dries down, it's gonna get on that upper lid and it already has. Ooh, that sucks. Par for the course. All right, very pretty. Love, love, love. Woo! All right, I'm gonna take my old, so what I've been using, my old Love is a foundation brush that's kind of falling apart to kind of tone down cream or really any blush, honestly. Like I'm already sweaty. Well, the heat is on in the house, so the heat is on. Now, let's try that Thick and Wow Fixing Brow Mascara. My favorite one, which this is very, very similar, it's like a little dupe, is the NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Mascara. The reason I love the NYX one is because it is very, you can see the little hairs in the gel, in the mascara, and it is thick. It is not watery, and it stays put, and it puts like the most perfect eyebrow color in for me personally. So we want to see if this is similar. NYX has gone up in price a little bit. This is probably half the price of the NYX, so hopefully it will be similar. Already this one does not have the little hairs and it's definitely more, well, maybe it does have the little hairs. It's definitely more liquidy. So let's see. Very similar color. Way more liquidy though. So I'm wondering if this is really gonna keep my brows up. If it doesn't, this will go to someone else because I rarely do my brows anyway, which sounds terrible, but I'm lazy. See, it's already like in a bad way getting on the skin. Yeah, that's disappointing. I'll probably use it a couple more times, but I feel like it's, like, color is beautiful. What it looks like in the brow is nice, but let's see. I think this might be a bigger spoolie. Maybe that's part of the problem. No, they're really similar. I don't know if you can tell like how more, it's like this is so much more dry, which I want, because I don't want the brow stuff going everywhere. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. I'm not into the wateriness of that, so let me see if I have that eyeliner though. I feel like I keep my Urban Decay ones in my makeup kit. the 24/7 liners, but let's see, I have a gold one in here. I have a peach one. Oh no, that's Rimmel. Yeah, I don't have it to compare for the liners, but let's do some mascara and then I'll be back to finish some blush. Coat, I start with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise at the top, and then I do the CoverGirl Lash Blast as the second coat to comb through something that might have too much stickiness or too much volume. And then I will clean up the lid after the mascara dries. I would really love for my lids to just be a little bit easier to work with. It just sag. I can't do too many cool looks with it, you know? All right, so we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Essence Pure Nude blush in the second color, the pink something or other, pink flush. And I'm using my Duo fiber brush. I'm gonna swirl it in there, a little tappy tap. Does it look patchy? I feel like the blush underneath, because I didn't go full out Felicia on it, it's a little patchy. So, I don't know. I did that topper of the blush, my battery died. Blended it all in a little bit. Let's do that one more time. Cleaned up my top lid. We're gonna do some oil on the lips and a little bit of Urban Decay all-nighter because it works. It works, and apparently I need it. I had a sale to get this free, so I went ahead and just grabbed it because I'm actually out. My fan's on, so not all of that went on my face. Ooh, hilarious. Okay, all right, we're gonna use the Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Oil. This is Raspberry Peach. Now, I have been wanting to get into lip oils again. I mean, it's been a really long time. In my mind, they were just like super slippery and like liquidy and get all over, and they don't really do that, so I don't know what I was thinking. And they don't have a ton of colors, so these in particular. I'm sure there are some oils that do have more of a color payoff. It just feels amazing and smells so good. I don't think I'm gonna put any color there though. I think I'm just gonna do the lip oil. All right, here we go. So, love what the eyes look like. Let me put on my broken glasses here. I do love the blush, but I think I'm gonna have to play around with that Juvia's Place. It's just such a pretty color. And maybe I should have just gotten the liquid because it would have been easier to manipulate. It's a lot harder to manipulate powder. And I really love like the lip oil, the face products, you know, the eyeliner. Eyeliner is hard for me to wear, honestly, because I have such hooded lids. It's like not even funny. But I'll let you know how this wears. I mean, I did put all-nighter on, but I mean, honestly, it on my skin, it doesn't like keep it on for 2 days or anything. It more like just kind of extends the wear by an hour or two, and keeps it to look a little bit less powdery. So, yeah, I think that's it. I will let you guys know if I end up getting that Natasha Denona face palette. And then I'll try this Tarte stuff in another video. I also got this for Christmas that I did not use today because I didn't want to do anything crazy since I'm doing a lot of physical work today. Oh, excuse me. But I received the coffee shop from Juvia's Place, and I'm interested to know if these shadows perform as well as my old palettes, because this is a newer palette and I have not picked up anything from them in a while. So I'll put that to the side as something else to use for next time. And I think that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.